Take their own swords and try to run around Gontok, buy some time. Take their own sword and try to fly around Gontok, buying some time. Go all out, requires max strength, speed, reflexes, combat, toughness. My stats are locked. How am I supposed to, quote unquote, go all out? I mean, I'm sure I have strength, speed, reflexes, combat technique, and toughness maxed out. Actually, wait. I think strength, speed, reflexes, and toughness are maxed out. I don't think combat techniques are maxed out. I don't think I can even do that because my stats are locked. Stat device locked. Fuck's sake. Even if I had those, I couldn't do it. Well, I don't think going in the air would be much help. Actually, holy shit, I don't think I can do anything. If I take the sword and run around, that's not gonna do anything. My stat device is already locked and that fucker can move around like several meters in half a second. Flying is super slow, but I think flying would be the best chance I have. Stat check failed. What's the matter, hero? Gontok says with a malicious grin as he kicks Darren in the stomach once again, just when he was trying to get back up. Isn't this supposed to be part where you defy the odds and make a spectacular comeback? Don't disappoint me like that. I was having such high expectations of you. If you want to have a proper duel, then come here, as I say as I grab Darren's sword from the ground and look around the giant. I'm sure that I'll make it worth your while. I'm not sure who is supposed to be, boy, but a challenge is a challenge. Gontok turns as he turns away from the Darren and begins heading in my direction. We'll see soon enough if you're all talk or not. Well, he definitely is all talk. The giant then makes a dash towards me. Before he can reach my position, I soar up high into the air out of his grasp. Oh, now I get it, Gontok says. You think that by attacking me from above you can gain the advantage. You have no idea how wrong you are. The giant then spontaneously sprouts 2 dragon wings from his back, which he immediately uses to propel himself upwards at an alarming speed. Damn it. He's only partially shapeshifted himself in order to keep his giant strength and durability while taking the advantage of. The only way I could compensate for this would be to react quicker than him whenever he attacks me. Unfortunately, my reflexes are nowhere near good enough for this to happen. So the giant soon catches up to me, grabbing me with one hand by my shirt and punching me so hard in the face with the other that he completely shatters my skulls and kills me in an instant. So, boy, where is it? Let's see. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is only, it said it will only reset me to the start of a chapter. So we're not going to go all the way back and reset our stat device or whatever. We'll see. I highly doubt this would work. I feel like I might have to go all the way back to get those stat devices up. But other than that, I don't, it said like it will only reset me to the start of a chapter. But I will have to restart the book if I want to do this, because that happened in the last chapter. The stat device locking. So I don't know how taking the sword and running around would do anything. I don't know why Melindra is not helping, but whatever. Take the sword and try to run around Gontok, buy some time. Now stat device lock check failed. What's the giant then it's still death. What am I supposed to do? The giant then dashes towards me. I jump back and try to distance myself from it as quickly as possible. Gontok is however too fast for me, and he manages to close the gap between us. Less than a second, grabbing my head in his right hand. Pathetic, he says, as he does to me exactly what he did to Hardwick, smashing my face into the ground and killing me in an instant. What am I supposed to do? Without the stat device, I literally can't do anything. So, after multitude of trying it out, I tried multiple options, went back and forth, tried to look what I need to do, and I thought that I will have to reset the whole thing to get my stats back. But as it turns out, I could also, when the metal ball shows up, the second metal ball with the green eye, when it shows up, it asks you, do you plan to assassinate the king? Instead of going, no, that's not true at all, and going like, oh, the AI has failed, I will be leaving now, bye bye. Instead of doing that, you go like, fine, you got us, are you happy now? Query successfully received. The metal ball says, please stand by. The overseer protocol will now try to assist you to the best of its ability. Wait, what? Ardrick says, calculating the chances of success for assassinating the king of Hollander. Metal ball says, calculation complete. Unfortunately, odds of successfully completing such a task are very low. Would you like to hear a more detailed analysis? Sure, I say, why not? Given your group's estimated level of strength, the most likely outcome is that you will be defeated by Hollander's royal guard before you can reach your target. The metal ball says, I shall not lie, was the achievement I got, by the way. You will be defeated by Hollander's royal guard if you can reach your target. The metal ball says, there is however a scenario in which you could stall them for long enough to assassinate the king, although you would likely still be killed soon afterwards. And what is this scenario? I say, you would need to take advantage of the ever-growing tensions between the old members of the royal guard and the newer members who only recently joined recently during the Magium tournament. The Metal Ball says some of the older members are currently suspecting that the new ones only sought to be recruited into the Royal Guard so they could gain easy access to the treasury and steal from the kingdom. The leader of the group in particular is always keeping an eye on the newer members. He makes sure to never let them walk around unsupervised. If you were to generate an internal conflict within the ranks of the Royal Guards by using this information, your chance of success would slightly increase. You don't say, I tell the drone. What about any other scenario in which we could stall the Royal Guard? Do you have any more useful advice to give us? Unfortunately, the Overseer Protocol does not have any more information to offer regarding this subject, the Metal Ball says. Keep in mind that the Overseer Protocol is still experimental, therefore it may not always be able to give you the exact guidance you require. Since this unit does not seem to be able to provide you with any additional information, you're advised to contact one of the city guards instead, who will gladly help you if there's anything else you need. We apologize for the inconvenience. Have a good day. Well, damn, Hardwick says from the metal event as the metal ball is flying away from us. You suppose we can trust anything of what it said, or it could just be a very elaborate trap? I don't know, but I don't like the way everyone is looking at us. Dan says a few of the as he nods his head towards the fuses and are watching us from a distance with slightly anxious expressions. I think this is the same thing after that. So how do you reckon that Metal Ball figured out all of that stuff about us? Hardrick says, Darren in a low voice as we move away from the people who are staring at us. It's possible that there have been more. Yeah, this is the same chat. Now this, I say, is very interesting. Epic even. So there were 3 options before, now I have a 4th option. Try to provoke Gontok and the captain to fighting you. So you can survive without the stat device. Interesting. What's the matter, hero? Yeah, we already saw that. Damn it, Gontok, I say. What the hell are you doing? Attack him now while he's distracted. What are you blabbering about? Gontok says as he turns towards me and leaves Darren alone for a second. The captain, I said. Did you forget all about our plan? You said we should keep the captain busy so you could finally rid yourself of him. Now's your chance. Your captain is more vulnerable than ever. So what are you waiting for? Go kill him. You think that such a weak lie could possibly enough to, Gontok started saying, but all of a sudden both he and I found ourselves pushed to the ground by invisible force, which makes it impossible for us to get back up. As I move my head a little so I can take a better look at my surroundings, I realize that Layla, Kate and Flower have been immobilized as well, and neither of them can get back up, no matter how hard they try. Just what the hell do you think you're doing, you moron? Gontok says as he struggles in vain to set himself free from this captain's spells. Silence, the captain says. It's already difficult enough for me to focus on immobilizing everyone without having to figure out whether you're trying to betray me or not. Loirang, come here and finish these intruders off, will you? I'm afraid that if I move from my position, I might break my concentration and undo the spell. I already told you that unless the king himself orders me to do it, I'm not going to attack any of these people, says the dark-skinned guard, whose name is apparently Loirang. So now you're working against me as well, says the captain. We are not working against you, you imbecile. Gontok says we can't even attack any of the locals because of the tournament's protection spell. How exactly would we even go about harming you? These outsiders should be under the effects of the tournament spell as well, the captain says, and yet they didn't seem to stop them from attacking me. You know what? Gontok says, you're right. Maybe the tournament spell never even existed. Maybe it was all just a hoax from the very beginning, just to scare us into not attacking any of the civilians. In fact, I feel like testing this theory right now. Gontok then puts his hands on the ground and he pushes with such strength that the stones crack beneath him, while he manages to slowly raise himself up with great difficulty. He then begins walking very slowly towards the captain, as every single one of these steps create a small hole in the ground due to all the pressure that is currently pushing him down. Just watch me, Gontok shouts very loudly as he keeps advancing towards the captain while clearly struggling to hold himself in an upright position. Tournament spell or not, I'm going to come over there and smash your teeth in, you arrogant son of a whore. I will show you what it means to mess with someone like... Wait, did someone else hear that? All of a sudden, Gontok turns to his right and putting his hand in... Gontok turns to his right, putting his hand in front of him. Barely a moment later, after Hardrick flashes right past him, reaching his old friend in less than a second, and punching him so hard that the shockwave of air hits all of us in the face when his fist collides with Gontok's palm. Even though he did successfully block the attack, Gontok did not manage to nullify all the effects of the impact. He was thrown straight into a wall. You sure managed to knock me out cold for a while, that Gontok. Hardrick says, luckily your loud shouts from earlier were just what I needed to get woken up. And here I was thinking you'd gone soft during all these years that you've been away. Gontok says he raises himself on the ground, beginning to walk towards Hardrek. Reg, you're still fit to entertain me after all. Let's see what you got, old friend. As Gontok stops talking, he runs towards Hardrek, and while then the two of them clash once more. Meanwhile, the captain seems to have given up on trying to get his teammates to help him, and he's now very slowly trying to advance towards her, holding in his right hand a small dagger that he has been keeping hidden until now. This is very bad. Neither of us can move at the moment. I mean, Darren has plenty of protection spells on him. He should be able to move, maybe.